50 badges to go, roughly. Look at all this stuff. It looks so high-tech. We need to find some of Raymond's notes. They may contain information on where to find Charles' skull. Some more badges. It looks like this poor horse lost its leg. This little fellow could use a shoe job, but one that is probably glued on. Yeah. So rusty. What could smooth things over it, though? Some lemon juice, perhaps? Nice security. Too bad that I'm a master at finding the right codes. Well, let's hope we can find the right codes then. So we found some glue and a bottle of ink. I need that lockpick. It seems, dear sharks, I would have to sweep you away. Good thing I have a brush then. Okay, you can melt that gold into shape. But I must remember to cool it before handling it. So we need some water and a nugget of some sort. Looks like this cash register is missing some things. And what about this giant crab? Hey buddy, missing a limb? I got you. Nice lock. I just wish I had the combination to it. Broken. Well, my fingers won't do. Let's find something to grab this thing. Well, don't have anything of yet. Arson, a very familiar MO. Ah, there's something in here on sale. When there's no key, the only thing left to do is find some lockpicks. Oh, listen to that sweet sax. Definitely back in time. What is that? A paper clip? There's definitely some writing here, but I can't quite see it. Is that enough? It sure is. I was hoping to bring the coat with me, but why do I need to do this? It's such a shame when a clock this fancy is missing its best side. So where do we need to use that paper clip? Ah, on the teller, of course. Let's just rob him of all his money. He only got 1 coin. 162. Ah, a code. Alright. So, 162. Alright, so we open up for the back room as a hidden object scene. Let's take a look in here. So this is the storage of the shop. So we got some pointed out areas of the stuff that we need to find. Do we have any notes in here? No. So we need to start with this. Ah, it is tilted a bit around. So now that's showing in the exact same way as listed here. It looks like this one. We got some books. A camera. Is that a cracked? Yeah, it is. And then we got this pouch. What is this? The papers? The jar? Well, some of them are turned in the right direction. But not all of them are. And something green. It's glasses. Where did I see those? Alright, so I've got the clock dial. Got a petite little brush. And a chisel. Or a file. Where did we have a lockpick? That was over here. Or a padlock, rather. A sponge. A pumice. Isn't that a sponge? A parcel. I wonder what's inside. Looks like that'll do the job. Sender. It's Raymond Collins. I think we need to talk. Wasn't he the shop owner? Someone who owed me a large sum of money has suddenly passed away, and I've been left with nothing. How can I recover the debt? This feels incredibly unfair, and I don't know what to do. Please advise me on the next steps. So, money passed away. This is quite an old letter. It doesn't look like bail has been collected from here in the last few days. Was Raymond trying to collect on a debt Charles owed him? Well, we did learn that Charles owed some money. So maybe they had a beef with each other. So maybe Raymond is the killer. Assemble the image from the parking meter scan. Drag the parts to set them in the correct position. All fragments should be fit together to form a complete picture. I'm not exactly sure that they had this kind of technology back in 52, but let's just go with it. In the correct position. I don't know how. Ah, okay. We need to do this. How do I know? How do I know which? How do I know which is correct? How do I know that? How do I know that? And let's just try this. I have no clue if this is correct. Do we have a wall piece here? We do. I'm not sure if this is correct. Let's just go with it. How do I... Yes, but where do I need to start? I know that I need to put them in the correct order, but where do I start? How do I know which is the beginning? I have no clue. We could try and go with this, but I'm not sure. So this needs to be here. I have no clue if this is correct. Absolutely no clue. Oh, this can't go any further. Ah, it turns green. Okay. Now we're on the spot. There we go. So I can't move them about anymore. Nice. I was kind of hoping that would trigger it. Alright. There we go. So we got a parking receipt. Now the car's gone. Raymond's all been taken off by now. He could be halfway across the city. Okay, so we got a receipt, but what do we need the receipt for? Where do we need the receipt? No. She doesn't want it. Ah. Okay. So we've got the password imprint. So we need to press them in the correct order here. The old case of Charles's death has been reopened. We cannot allow any evidence that could have remained in the depot to fall into the hands of detectives. So he is one of the killers. Because he says we. So it was Raymond. He torched the depot to erase the past and the evidence along with it. I don't think he's alone. Figurine part. For the horse. What a force to be reckoned with. a glass bottle. And we got the gold nugget. Can I use this here? No. We don't need that there. Okay. Ah, well, I guess we need to collect water from this. Alright. So we does need to seal up the water hose. Or the fire hose over there. I don't know what I'm making. What am I making here? Tap the gold nugget and use the arrows to direct the gold nugget along the path until it hits an obstacle. Fill the entire shape with gold. You cannot pass twice over an already filled cell. Alright, let's try. That didn't go well. Let's try again. That didn't turn out the way that I want. Let's see if I can salvage this. Nope. Boxed myself in. So, let's try and do this. No, let's try the hot one. How come there are more spots or squares on the easy one and not the hard one? Well, okay. Yeah, that's boxed me in. Whoopsie. That also boxed me in. I don't know why I keep going this way. Yeah, that boxed me in as well. Let's try the easy one again. I'd only got 4. We got one more. Or 2 more stops to deal with in here. That was close. And then again, so far away. Doing this, so I have to box this. I can't do that. That was stupid. Ah, look at me. So we got 1, 2, 3. We only got 4. What if I do... I think I've already tried this, actually. Ah, there we go. Alright. Oh, it's the crab claw. And we got the water back. And he opened up his own shell. Okay. Got a piece of chalk and a lipstick. So we can use lipstick for this. I didn't know that. I'll try another solution. Okay. Secret holder. Alright, so this opened up again. Let's take a look at it. And we got some kind of narrative riddle system or checklist. Once I shimmered around your neck, now my threat is lost. What a wreck. What am I? You are not a necklace. I held fresh balloons in perfect grace, but one small slip cracked my face. What am I? It's not a mask, is it a mirror? I held fresh balloons in perfect grace. Is it a vase? I once stood tall in porcelain white, now headless in the fading light. What am I? I framed a smile from days gone by, now cracked like memories you can't deny. What am I? Framed a smile. Cracked like memories. Well, there is a camera, but it isn't that one. Cracked a smile. I framed a smile, sorry. Frame? Picture frame? Picture frame? Ah, it is. I helped you see both far and near, but now my world is cracked and unclear. What am I? I used to play your favorite tune. Now I spin silence under the moon. What am I? Is it a music box? No. It is a gramophone. I travel far through rain and sun, now torn and faded. My journey's done. What am I? Do we have a boot in here? Through rain and sun. Is it a hat? Now torn and faded. Something to use as a clothing piece, I guess. That I don't know. I can't see any. Oh, it's a suitcase. I touched the silk, the pearls, the wine. Now I'm threadbare down the line. What am I? Gloves, okay. A part of set for family meals. Now I lie with broken feels. What am I? A time to erase your breath, your pace. Now rust has silent. Rust is still my ticking phase. What am I? I cradle gold and gems so fine. Now I hold dust and memory's sign. What am I? I wore a smile or maybe fear. Now cracked my truth I couldn't clear. What am I? Okay, I've got a journal. Charles owes me a lot of money. And what did I find out? He's giving his debt away to others. I'll repossess his car to pay off the debt. It's the only way I can get anything. October 10th, 1930. I arrived at the depot, and in an argument I pushed Charles. He fell and hit his head and died. But it was an accident. To hide Charles' identity, I decapitated him and hid his head in the old cemetery, in a vault with a fresh burial. No one would ever know the truth. October 5th, 1951. Charles' headless spirit haunts me. I must find a way to get rid of it. So he hid his head in a cemetery. The spouses died on the same day. Christina Bale and Patrick Bale on the 19th of September, 1924. The daughter of the deceased couple outlives her parents by only 6 years. So that's Laura Bale in the 30s. The most recent burial is placed separately from the others, Jessica Wilson. Also, in October 30, Henry Clark wished to be buried in Malachite. Or Malachite. Henry Clark, December 1917. Elliot Clark did not wish to reveal the dates of her birth and death. Elliot Clark tapped a broken, unreadable date. And Hannah Clark found peace between her brother and sister. So that was 21. The father was always his daughter's right-hand man. Okay, so we've got his diary. A confession to murder. This has to be the strongest evidence one could get, right, detective? And look, Charles' head is buried at the old cemetery. Time for a little field trip, I guess. Let's get to the head. Let's go get the head. Yes, it's the best shot we got at stopping Charles. We need to gather everything for the banishment ritual, and fast. No time to waste. Let's head to the cemetery. No way to drive any further. We'll have to walk the rest of the way to the cemetery. Okay, so we accidentally crashed, but we didn't get any visual of that. Weird. Okay, so we're in the middle of the woods. And we need to walk to the path through the woods to get to the cemetery. Not a soul in sight. Let's hope Charles keeps his off his path tonight. Let's check this. Let's see what we got. If I had a way to thuck those out gently, one of them might be in just the right state. No. Locked tight. Something's clearly missing from the mechanism. They do. What is needed? That mound doesn't look natural. Maybe there's more buried beneath. I don't want to dig with my hands, though. Silly you. Just dig. Oh well. 95 badges. So they even... even the road through the forest is covered with lampposts. That is a special sight. Alright. Almost to 100. Looks like we got a shovelhead here. Got a moss-covered rock. An old flashlight. It's dead.